Do you have a Hoopty 335i like we do? Well, when we got ours back home, we realized that our subframe was not only cracked, but our steering rack was also broken and leaking all over the place. Your subframe should not have a big hole like this, or gaping gaps just like this. So this was in dire need of replacement. Sometimes your steering rack just fails over time, but ours was not only failed, but it broke right here. You can see that one of the key mounting points was broken and the steering rack was no longer effective. Not to mention, since it wasn't an accident that was undisclosed to us, we had to replace the whole thing because it could have had internal wear or other issues. Especially with a crack like that, something inside could definitely be broken. Because of that, we had to put it up on the lift and inspect it, and indeed, we had to replace everything. So in this video, you'll see us replacing not only the subframe, but the steering rack as well. You can get away with replacing the steering rack without taking the subframe out, but since ours was cracked and as you can see, not in very good shape, we decided to pull everything off and replace everything while we're in there. So check it out.
My bread and love, baby, you are my light in the dark. It's time to tell you, oh, baby, it's time. You are my bread and love, baby, you are my light in the dark. It's time to tell you, oh, baby, it's time.
Today, as we continue to work on our E90, we're going to replace the suspension and any components related to it.
That's it, come here.
Dumb ways to die.
Thanks, Tony.
New inner tie rods mean new outer tie rods. So let's get these installed so we can finish up the steering rack. So we have a new boot from Rain Automotive. We're gonna go ahead and replace this right now. It's always good to replace these boots as they get worn over time. First, we wanna make sure we put on our boot clamp tool. This will actually hold it on. So we put this on ahead of time. And then the outer one as well, we wanna slide it in there before we put it on the car or on the inner tie rod. When putting on your boots or bellows, you can either use these metal straps or clamps, or you can get away with using zip ties. We actually might save these for later as we don't have the tool for these. We're just gonna use zip ties. They just hold this in place so it doesn't pop off. It's already tight enough on there, but extra security is always good. Let's go ahead and count the old threads on our old outer to know how to thread in our new one. 10. As you saw in the last clip, we actually put on these zip ties to hold our boots in place as we did not have our correct boot clamp tool. Now that I have this fancy tool, we can put on the correct boot clamps and then we can go and get an alignment. Because I don't think these will last long term. These are gonna be much better. Now that we have the proper boot clamps installed, we can go and get an alignment. Now, I already touched on this, but why is an alignment important? With the subframe out, inner and outer tie rods out, everything's out of whack and everything's out of alignment. It's important to have a good alignment so that your steering wheel can be straight and that you get even tire wear. With a bad alignment, you'll have uneven tire wear and your steering wheel won't be straight. So you'll either be driving like this and your wheels will be pointed that way. And also we want to avoid having toe in and toe out. But we'll get into all of that in our next video where we actually go and take this for an alignment. That's something that I won't be doing myself. So, thank you so much for watching and we'll see you in the next video where we actually will get an alignment and finally drive this car. Remember, Parts Avatar has got your back, so don't forget to subscribe to the Parts Avatar channel so you don't miss any of these exciting videos.